This video is entitled Martina Navratilova being thrown under the bus by the L.G.B.T.Q plus lobbyists. Martina Navratilova was a trailblazer and a gay icon and a legend of sport. Without her fierce determination and promotion from people like her and Billie Jean King, gay rights would not have got the platform that it has gotten today. But recently she came out and stated, which I agree with, that transgender women competing in women's sports, they have an unfair advantage and it's cheating. She got criticised for saying it a few months back, then decided to go back and do some research, and she's even more convinced of how unfair this is and the fact that it's cheating. No matter what way you want to spin it, lefties, there is a biological difference between men and women. Transgender women or men who choose to identify as women and change themselves and change their identity should not be competing in women's sports. They are biological men, and there are different strength levels, different endurance levels, different red blood cell counts, different oxygen levels, you name it. And it is just unfair, and it is destroying women's sport. Now, who's to say these days you're a mediocre man, male triathlete or whatever, you're not doing terribly well, then you decide to say that you're a woman and change your ID card and everything like that. Half the time they don't even have to do any testosterone tests or anything these days. They can just, these trans women can just say that they're women and that's the end of it. Like, convert 1 week and compete the next, like a cyclist did recently, right? Who's to say you don't transfer over, win a lot of medals, and then make a whole lot of fame and fortune and change yourself back and make an absolute mockery of the sport, which is what I believe it's doing anyway. If transgender people want to compete in sport, I've got no problem with that. But have your own leagues, have your own Olympics, have your own sports where you're all competing against each other so that it's fair, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll tell you right now, who I'm even more disgusted with, absolutely disgusted with, and they've joined up with the trans lobby and they've proved it's all about money and power, and they don't give a flying you-know-what about women at all. And that is the feminist lobby. When transgender women transfer into female sports and they have the strength endurance advantages and they win everything, where are the feminist lobby piping up about this? I'll tell you where. They're absolutely nowhere, because they've joined up with the trans lobby and they've made this super zealot union. It is an absolute disgrace. The feminist lobby is selling out women, which is what I've told you all along. Feminists don't care about women at all. They only care about their money and their power and their political influence and whatever suits them at the time. It's absolutely destroying women's sport, and a woman who came out and complained about this a while back, she was ridiculed in the press and then she was forced to apologise. Well, I'll tell you something right now. Women are going to get sick of competing in an unlevel playing field against these transgender athletes. They're going to come out and speak about this, about how they want things changed, and it's going to be the end of the feminist lobby forever. And I'll tell you what right now, good riddance, because it's the worst thing to ever happen to women is third wave feminism. Good riddance. Goodbye. See you later. I just want to say that women out there who are great athletes, we're all with you. And transgenders who want to compete in sport, I've got no problem with that. You should set up your own leagues and your own sports and compete against each other. But I'll say once again, feminist lobby, you've sold out your own constituency and you're a disgrace.